Hark there, traveler. Welcome back to Fate in Space. Allow us to join our allies. Good evening.
Good evening.
Alrighty, following up from our last session, we won a race, we got back our captain, and things are looking up for us now. Theoretically, you shouldn't have a Mr. Big Bad chasing after you all, considering one of you were able to take him out. I do believe, Mr. Ryder, you mentioned you wanted to meet up with your best friend and have a little fisticuffs?
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, did I throw you after the best friend? I meant best friend. Prior to that, though, you all did speak with Mr. Gray Alien. I forgot if you guys gave him a nickname or not. But he did tell you, obviously, a few things. The plans of the other one, the Betrayer, the Warped Weaver, if you will, because we got to stick to that wonderful alliteration, is progressing their plans. We don't know exactly what they were doing, but it is something not great, so they're going to keep an eye out and basically let you guys know. He essentially told you that you will know when whatever this thing is happens. The other Weaver, the Betrayer, is looking for said something. There will be a sign at some point in the future, signaled by flashing lights beyond your spectrum. Just an absolute explosion of color. That's basically all he told you. Other than that, not sure. They don't see time the same way we do, so it's happening. Soon relevant to us? Maybe not. Could be after you guys die. Could be tomorrow. Who knows? But it's been a little while. We've had a time to heal. I'll ask you first, Ryder, before we hop into a scene proper. How's your eye feeling?
Well, you know, the Kabuto patched it up and some pain meds, so it's not hurting anymore.
Lots of pain meds.
Future pain meds.
Ooh, good point.
Definitely more than functional. And with all that, we'll assume it has a few fun little special abilities, because why the heck not? And mentioning what we just did about a moment ago, our best absolute friend, Mr. Chadley Starblazer, well, we know where to meet him. Mr. Teeves Terrace. And I believe you guys spoke with Teeve, and he mentioned something along the lines of, you know, I won't tell if you don't tell. I'm not personally holding on to your bounty, Ryder, even though some people would like to purchase it from me. There's still some respect between us, and, you know, I do like you. You are a good guy. You make me money, I make you money. Same with Houndy McCormick. Neither of them wanted to hold on to your bounty, but they did.
So the Lazarus or whatever Lazarin Corporation still has bounty on their head, even though we ixnayed one of their employees.
It's currently in stasis. It very much still exists. They're not going to just turn it off. If anything, it'll get worse. But, you know, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. The problem is the Lazarus Assassin's kind of just out and doing its thing. Now, no one's been dumb enough to actually attack you guys, and they're very much seeing that. Because of this, after some time, they've kind of quietly rescinded the bounty on your guys' heads.
Smart.
Yes, for a moment they increased it. They realized no one was really taking them up on the offer. And had anyone actually tried, well, they got shot down pretty quickly. Then you guys have made enough friends to make it not worth betraying you. Mainly because you've done work for them in the past, and they want to continue working with you. You are good people. So, for now, bounty gone. Unfortunately, the assassin cannot be just gone. It's still kind of everywhere. But last you all saw it, you kind of zapped it into the side of a time stream. So who knows where he is now? But we'll go ahead and cut to Teeves Terrace. Music is loud and bumping. Drinks are flowing. People are partying. Folks see you, and we worry for just a smidgen of a moment. Music stops. People turn to you. They recognize your group. Everyone cheers. Music kicks back in, and drinks continue to flow. You are still indeed welcome here.
Is this the place where Birdman gets his special drink?
Correct.
How's he doing?
As you guys just arrived, pretty good. Once he gets the drink, we'll see.
Oh, Birdman.
As is tradition, he'll probably go bum rush that, and before they even, he doesn't even need to ask. The drink is ready and labeled. Got a 3 on will and a 5 on physique. Okay, he's able to take the drink. At least a wave 1 he's able to take.
Excellent.
And while he begins his party, Meek's kind of chilling and dancing with him. Georgiana, what do you do?
I'm hanging out with my boo. What do you think?
All right, y'all drinking together, partying, dancing. What's up?
All the above.
Excellent, excellent. Did we invite little Ghost on this little avenue or no?
Is Ghost a people person? People cat?
Depends on the day. Like a normal cat.
I'm going to bring a purse along, so if he wants to get out, he can. If he wants to stay hidden, then he can.
Very nice. All right, so we have our little tag-along cat sitting in your purse. What color is the purse?
Pink, obviously.
All right, is it just pink? Does it have like sequins?
Ooh, sequins, definitely.
I'm back.
So, Ryder, Georgiana goes off to party as she does with Liam and Ghost in tow. You can't not see Chadley from across the room. I mentioned before, he's stupidly tall, looks like he's chiseled from stone, and not in the way that us humans are. He almost looks as if he is made of stone, cartoonishly chiseled. Do you call him out, or do you wait for him to see you? Are you trying to hide, or directly be like, hey?
Where is he in the bar?
He is on the dance floor currently.
Is there a DJ nearby?
Oh, yeah, of course.
I'm going to go to the DJ where the microphone is.
All right, they're doing their thing, kind of going nuts. They see you and give you the quick look up and down, kind of like, who's this guy? Oh, I recognize you. And they kind of give you a look like, sup?
Hey, can I use your microphone real quick?
Yeah, sure thing, buddy. And he kind of hands it to you.
I'm be like, scratch the record when I start talking.
He's primed and ready to go.
Chadley.
Record scratch.
You know, as you see here, and then one of my little drones, is floating next to me, and it, shoots out a holographic scoreboard of, best bounty hunters, and, I'm number 1, and then he's number 2. As you see, I'm still number 1, and I've been hearing through the grapevine that you still think you're better than me. Oh, Chadley, this is a cute thing. So, I've come here, to ask you if you feel that you are number 1. Because, as I see it, got more bounties than you. I've brought more in. And numbers don't lie. So, if you're really a man, we can settle this on the dance floor with our fists. If you really think you're better than me.
After you say that, everyone, of course, turns to you, and as you're kind of going on and showing this list off, everyone's kind of half cheering, like, ooh, ooh, ooh. And you see some folk, they're like, where's my name? I thought I was I'm not even top 10 anymore. And then the other person's like, oh, I'm definitely on there. They're like, oh. So some folk are definitely focused on themselves. And Charlie doesn't really seem distraught or put off by this. He seems proud that you're number 1, he's number 2. He likes his little rivalry with you. But, we don't really have points necessarily. But if you did, it wouldn't really be all that close. He can pretend it will be, but let's be honest. And it was just teeth gleaming off of all the lights that are sparkling off the walls and dancers. He's, sashaying himself up to the front. And people are making way, not out of fear, but the dude's just huge. He's just going to walk over them anyway. And he moves up to the front row and looks up at you and says, yes, Ryder, that you have something you'd recommend to call me out in such a garish way.
Yeah, a classic fisticuffs duel.
You wish to brawl with me, good friend. And where shall we meet fists?
Oh, right here.
Here on the dance floor?
Yes.
If
you're game.
If I'm game, when am I not game? And he turns quickly to the bar and kind of he motions to them, and he just hucks a drink through the air. Charlie grabs it, chugs it, hucks it back. The guy catches it and kind of gives him a finger guns, hey. And he, ooh, the bite on that one. You bet your bottom dollar, Mr. Ryder, I am more than ready. Please, people, clear way for my best friend and I to duke it out.
Take my jacket off and put it on the table.
Alrighty. His jacket is a little too small to take off, and he kind of tries to wiggle off of it and yeah, whatever. He's good. He's taking off his non-dancing clothes. He's already limber and ready to go. People move off to the side and create a wonderful little circle for us. Chadley on one side, you on the other. Georgiana, seeing this, what do you do?
I hoot and holler and cheer.
Alrighty, excellent. Just
Chadley,
cheering.
you know the rules. It's either knockout or you give up.
Sounds like knockout to me then. I've never seen you give up, Ryder.
I don't plan on it.
You wouldn't be number 1 if you did. He kind of very old school, prepares to box.
I ready my fisticuffs.
All right, as you do, the DJ is indeed ready with another track, specialized for occasions such as these. And he kind of motions to you when you're ready.
Can he play Freebird?
Of course, why not?
Love it.
Well, that gets ready to kick into high gear. You see he has it cocked and ready, waiting for one of you to throw the first punch.
Music starts playing. Here we go.
Already running in, guns blazing. You do know, Ryder, that Chadley is physically larger than you and more physically capable, just because of...
I do have a metal arm.
You do have a metal arm, but he is a big, big son of a bitch. So, as you swing at him, he kind of... and then moves off to the side with an attempt to dodge, succeeding just barely as your fist whiffs right past him. He's kind of... And then Chadley himself. So when you said fisticuffs, do you mean just punching, no wrestling? What does he understand this as?
Just punches.
Just punches. Okay, excellent. Chadley is going to attempt to kind of hit you with a mix-up, and he's going to create an advantage as he moves towards you to gain a better position. You can defend with athletics if you wish. He's not technically fighting.
For this battle, would I roll for honorable fight?
Yeah, as long as you're attacking, that would indeed be a +2 then. So yeah, go ahead and roll with that. I'll give him a 1 physical stress, because that would have been a 5 for your first attack, and a 4 on his defense. Alrighty, go ahead and roll to defend. And I'll just call this fancy footwork, as he sort of moves in and gets ready to strike, but does not do so. Alright, so we're literally just going to go back and forth, so it is indeed your turn.
Huzzah!
Ooh, a big strike this time. Alright, he will attempt to dodge. Ow, not so hot, this one. That is 3 shifts of damage. Do you wish to knock that down 1 shift and give yourself a boost or no?
Sure.
I'll keep it simple, just call it a boost. Alrighty, he attempts to dodge this time, but to no avail. You strike right across
your guard up, old chap.
Right across the chin. He kind of smirks that and goes, it seems you've been practicing, friend. I expect nothing less of you. And he kind of whips to the right with some pretty crazy speed, and he goes for a gut punch. Alright, he'll go ahead and use his fancy footwork on that one, which will knock me up to a 6.
I'll use my boost.
Excellent. That'll cancel it out entirely. Alrighty, your position, his position, perfectly even. As he goes to swing in, you can see the lead of his fist, and you quickly react and block it. Alright, excellent. And again, he shall defend, this time succeeding as you move in for a couple quick jabs. He's able to step off to the side. He will.
3 negatives.
Sometimes the dice do not agree with us. Alright, this time he will move in again and attempting to create another advantage on you. Defend with athletics.
Right.
Alright, that's a succeed with style. I'll just keep my fancy footwork and just give it 2 pips, as he did beat that one by 5 shifts. Fortunately, it was not damage. Mr. Ryder, you're up.
Footwork, I see.
He's moving around you real quick, yeah. Oh my god! Alrighty.
You can't take this, and I do a spinning back kick.
Yeah, you do. Oh, okay. Definitely using one of those. Ow! Alright, that brings me up to a 4 against your 8. Jesus. Alright, 4 shifts of damage right across the chin. He thinks he has better positioning as he kind of moves back. He misjudges it, and you boost yourself forward ever so slightly and just catch him and just completely crack, and he kind of like loses the light out of his eyes for just a second, but he quickly, just like reconstitutes himself like, all right, you know, we're good, we got this. And he starts kind of like shadow boxing with, like, he's like throwing punches, but they're not close enough to hit you, Ryder. You can tell he's trying to, like, once again, juke you out. So go ahead and roll to, oh my god, roll a 1?
He's a little rocked, so.
Oh, a little rocked, yeah.
He knows not what he does.
No, he does not. Go ahead and roll that again. Roll defend. Yeah, basically, every single time he does one of these, it'll be one of those bad boys. Alrighty, he just completely whiffs. Your turn.
Just FYI, I got this new Mountain Dew. It's called Baja Gold. It's Baja Blast with pineapple flavor.
Nice.
Never had it before. Anyways, yeah, completely dodge his weird shadow boxing.
Indeed. Oh my, another 8!
I come back with a strong ass.
Another 2! Oh my god, okay. Oh lord, that's so much damage. Alright, you know what? We'll take the... Oh my god, that's 6 shifts of damage, dear lord. Alright, we'll go ahead and take that, actually.
I hit him with my metal fist.
Yeah, he takes a moderate consequence. Not looking so hot, and you just whomp him right across the chin. He's basically moving in to strike you, but you completely catch him off.
All those muscles, Chadley, but for what?
All right, I will give him the rocked right here. This is 1 free invoke. You can use that against him. Whenever you make something on someone, you can invoke it against him. So basically, you got a free invoke for hurting him. All right, and with that, he's gonna once again try with the shadow boxing to kind of throw you off your game with a 6. He's moving on in, trying, like, he's focusing now. He's not really taking the heat there. All right, so this is just another advantage. All right, we'll call it shadowy form as he begins to move on in. It looks like there's multiple Chadleys. You can definitely see him, but he's starting to get into a solid rhythm. You're also beating the piss out of him in these last couple of rolls.
I'm gonna hard kick him in the leg. This is gonna be for an advantage to slow him down.
Excellent. All right. Ooh. Okay. So you have to use the other ones. That would be a 5. So it's just still really good because you're not attacking him. You are creating an advantage. It's still good. 5 is solid. And he'll try to dodge. Ooh. All right. I'll actually use shadowy form to avoid that.
Okay, he's rocked state. You
very much can. Yes, that will remove it, which actually does bring it to a 7 against my 6. Oh,
but like I know it says, I know I'm saying damage, but I don't. It's more to like make him slower.
I gotcha.
So I want to use it more of it as an advantage.
Yeah. So I'll put his bonuses above him and the bad ones to the left. All right. So you kind of nicked him on the side of the leg, and He's favoring it just a little bit, but, you know, I'm still good. I still got this. Playing off the shadow boxing, he's like, okay, do one of these, do one of these, do one of these. And he goes for an absolute wallop as he charges you this time, Ryder. This is an attack. So
4 damage.
This is for damage, so go ahead and roll a defend. Alrighty, a 5. He wants to womp, so I will use both shadowy form and his fancy footwork. Bring that up to a 10.
I'll use nick the leg.
Excellent. All right. That brings you up to, oops, not an 8, sorry.
2 damage.
A 7.
3 damage.
Indeed. Actually, no. He's going to push a little further. I'm going to actually use my own mild consequence to hit you a little bit harder. He's really going for this one. So it's going to be 2 more damage on top of that. He's really getting in there. So that brings me up to a 12 against your 7. But I'm eating up my mild consequence. I'm just going to call it ow.
I'll use the fate point to get me 2.
All right, perfect.
So how much damage is that?
3 shifts of damage. That's a 12 against your 9.
Ouch.
All right, he strikes you dead center, but you see it coming as he's been kind of showing this off maybe a little too much, Ryder, and fortunately you kind of stuck him there in the leg and that slowed him down just a wee bit so that you were able to embrace the blow, but he's used all of his aspects. He looks a little winded, and he gives a look of like, you took that punch. And it's your turn.
Yeah, I ain't no slouch.
A 7 against my 2. Well, I'm going to go ahead and have to take that, and that's going to be his last consequence. So moving on in, Ryder.
Nice ducking uppercut.
How do you knock Chadley on his ass?
Oh, does this knock him out?
Yep, knocks him out.
He throws some punches, and I'm like weaving in and out, kind of like Ippo from the anime.
Mm-hmm.
Like weaving in. He's like throwing some punches, and I just like hit him in the side with the left hook, and he throws a overhand hook, and then I duck under it, roll under it, and I just crack him really hard with an uppercut, laying him out on his ass.
Excellent. Right after he moves in, you're able to pull off that wonderful move, and he thinks he got you. No avail, Mr. Chadley. Sorry, no can do, Mr. Sir. And you just knock him all of his weight. He weighs at least 2 to 3 times what you do, and you can feel that. But you had perfect positioning, and you wait for him to just barely be off balance, and you knock him on his ass, and the crowd goes wild. Music goes crazy. People are cheering. Obviously, there was some gambling going on, and a few people thought, oh, maybe Chadley had it. He was really building up there at the end, but no, surprising no one. Ryder takes the end. I'm also giving you a fate point, good sir, for doing your thing, basically invoking one of your aspects of I am bounty hunter, here be roar. With all that, Chadley's kind of on the ground for a second. He twitches a bit and kind of, eyes just like snap up. People were trying to help him, like waving them away, like, move please, move please, move please. And he stands up, his hulking form fully leaning over you, Ryder, and he's looking down to you, and he extends a hand and says, ha, good fight, friend.
Not so bad yourself, Chadley.
You never cease to amaze me. Truly one of the best, if not the best.
Oh, well, shucks.
He rubs his jaw and
I guess I'll get you a drink, Chadley, for the scuffle.
He's rubbing a bruise that's beginning to form in his jaw, and he goes, that would be most appreciated. Your friends here?
Yeah.
Wonderful. Would you say it's time for, well, it's already time to party, but time to party more, yes?
Sure.
Ha-ha! Capital! Absolutely wonderful. Where's the colorful one? Oh, there she is! And he kind of heads over to Georgiana and snatches a drink off the counter and just downs it in one and walks on over to you.
Oh, hey, nice fight.
Thank you. Your captain is definitely one of merit. Quite powerful, that one.
He's the best, Winky.
You'll catch no words from me saying winky face. She fired a winky face at me, and I will accept your winky face.
Did he just say winky face?
Yes, and he winky faces right back at you, Georgiana. Greatly appreciate it.
He just says winky face, but he doesn't actually wink. He can't.
He's tried. He's learning. He'll get there.
Lamau.
He's mastered smiling.
Ooh. You say Lamau with a completely, dead face. LMAO.
He's not sure how to respond, so he just, mimics a cat and goes, meow.
Meow.
Yes? No, maybe not.
Meow.
Who knows? Maybe someone's making cat noises. They mean no alcohol. Those are nowhere near as good enough.
No alcohol for the meows?
He's looking for whoever's trying to make meow sounds and give them alcohol so they can make pure meow sounds. These sound like they're reserved.
It's me pumping a bass through the speakers, but it's just cat meows.
Excellent. My favorite genre.
Cat meow.
Cats begging for tuna. Alrighty. And with all that, the party indeed continues. People are having fun. We can see out the port side, and space is just kind of floating on by. Team Steris is in a really nice location. We can see both outside and inside this planet. So, not surprisingly, we've been here before. We kind of know how story works. Bounties always are coming in and coming out of here. These cities are absolutely full of life at all times. And while you guys are partying, do y'all do anything in particular?
What's our next move?
Bust a move, obviously.
Nara does the robot because she thinks it's on brand.
Excellent.
I will join in just so you don't look dumb.
Oh, don't worry. I'll look dumb anyway.
There's already somebody.
Not with me at your side.
Hey.
There's already someone next to her.
That's what I'm talking about.
Someone's roboting within the vicinity of you. They're like 3-4 feet from you.
It's making a comeback.
Only because of Georgiana. People were looking at me weird, but Georgiana starts busting a move, and they're like, well, actually.
Of course.
Maybe I'll hang out for a little while.
If she's doing it, it's got to be cool.
Aren't you glad you're my friend?
Oh, is that what we are? Okay.
Excuse me, what?
I'm just kidding.
Alrighty, with all that, we're roboting, having fun. Ryder, fortunately for you, very much unbruised after that small altercation, and Chadley's, taking various frozen drinks and holding them to his face while he's talking and kind of like very awkwardly slurring some of his speech and whatnot. Maybe he's had a little too much to drink. You guys are all partying, having a good time. Aldris will jump onto his second drink because the first one wasn't good enough. We need more. A 3 and a 4. All right, you know what? The boy's good. The drink does not take him on this fine night. He's gained resistance to it, apparently. He's sloshed, but in control of himself still. Ryder, that after all this, Mr. Mans, the owner of this fine establishment, wished to speak with you.
Well, I guess off to talk to Teve again.
Yeah, last you all spoke, I believe you were essentially asking if you had any information, and he kind of told you, like, I do, but... with a strong but. Make sure you ask the right people. Don't just kind of, let this information hit anyone's ears, because I don't want to kill you, but other people do. Regardless of there being a bounty on your head or not, you've rocked many boats.
Rock the boat.
Stop the boat over. Alrighty. And as usual, moving up the stairs, you see the guards that you have walked past over and over and over. Many a time. The two of them meet eyes with you, Ryder, give you a quick nod, and motion to the door for you to enter.
And go in.
As you head on in, the room is a bit darker than usual. His various screens are indeed pulled up, but they're angled weird. And as the door closes behind you, the music from outside just completely cuts silent. And as you call for his name, he does not respond. You see his chair, but it's turned ever so slightly away from you.
Long time, no talk, Teve. What's up?
And again, nothing.
I'm gonna spin his chair.
As you spin his chair around, you can see that, unfortunately, he's dead. He has a massive slash right through the center of him. His large, bulbous body, not cut in half, but something did a number to him.
First off, rude. Second off, how dare they? I wanted to hear Teve for one last time.
What do you do?
Is there like blood everywhere?
Spattering the back wall? Yeah.
Does it look pretty fresh, or?
It indeed looks relatively fresh, yeah.
Do I see a light? Do I see like a light switch anywhere?
The various lights that are in here are either destroyed or off. The only light that's coming in are through his like cracked windows, and it's all the light from the dance room. So there's various colors of rainbow just dancing on the wall, but like just.
I'm gonna send a text message to Nara telling her to get over here ASAP.
My special. This is an emergency alert from Captain Ryder goes off. Do you send your location?
Yeah.
All right. I'm like, hey, Gigi, time to stop busting a move. I gotta go. And I dash off.
Right.
Wait, what? Where are you going?
Oh, I text Ryder. I'm like, can Gigi come?
Yeah.
I'm like, Gigi, come on. You too.
All right, I'll tug Liam behind me.
Oh, now it's a party.
Hell yeah, it is. As you all head on up the stairs.
Aldris is kind of behind with his drink, just waddling.
So far, he's doing pretty good. He and Meek are in tow. And your group sees up ahead T's room. The door is indeed closed behind Ryder as it was, but the guards are missing.
Weird.
You don't see this, of course. They do.
Wait, Teve is gone?
Say weird out of character, okay. I'm just kidding.
So Ryder just told you, so Georgiana and Nara, this is primarily for you. Ryder said, I need you to meet me upstairs, gives you the location. You receive the location, you head upstairs. You know Teve's room is always guarded by two dudes. The same two dudes every single time. They are currently not there, but the door is closed.
Oh, I got a bad feeling about this one. Cap,
But you two are still outside. What do you do?
is it locked?
If you're able to check the door, it is indeed not locked.
It's not locked. All right, I open the door.
I pull out my gadget.
All right, as you open the door, when you say you pull out your gadget, do you mean like your weapon, the lollipop weapon?
Yeah.
All right, excellent. That unfolds and you're ready for combat. The two of you enter. Ryder, you're once again greeted by the bumping sounds of this wonderful soundtrack of Teeves' Terrace. And Georgiana, Nara, you see Teeves' corpse sitting in a chair, slowly rocking off to the side.
Oh my god.
Is he still warm?
Yeah, Nara, I need you to check his computer to see if you can figure out anybody who was either last in here or last contact or whoever he was talking to. If you can check
Security
the cameras, anything. We need to figure out what just happened.
I'm gonna try checking the security cameras.
All right, roll me some Mac. While you're doing all this, we hear a bumping come from up above. Somewhere in the
Vents?
AC? Yeah, in the vents maybe? In the shafts? Who knows?
Not musical bumping, right?
No, definitely not. Did you guys close the door behind you to cancel that sound?
Yes.
Okay, definitely not musical bumping.
I'm gonna pull my pistol out and shoot at the thing.
Like shoot up into the vents?
Yes.
Okay, but what if it's not a bad guy?
I don't care.
All right, you shoot up into the vent. The bullet clears clean through the ceiling and into said vent. Nothing eeks or leaks down. It makes a hollow sound. You hear another bump as if it's moving away from your current position.
I'm gonna chuck
Oh,
my.
can I send my bots?
Yeah,
Oh,
I was gonna-
sorry.
No, you're good. I was gonna check my drone up in there into the hole that I kind of made with my multiple bullets.
Yeah, I'd say you both have drones. Do you want to send both or just one?
I want to send one bot the way that the other thing is going, and then I want to send another to scan the room for evidence while I'm doing hacking stuff.
Sure thing. We will add the scan bot kind of into your hack skill there because you rolled a 6. That's real solid.
Okay.
You said you're looking into the cameras. You basically just want to like know what happened like here in the immediate vicinity.
Yeah.
Alrighty. As your little bot kind of moves up through the vents, both of yours, and Nar, you're beginning to look through data, and you're kind of just zipping on through. You see Teve meet with a few individuals. He was definitely live not too long ago, and timing-wise, this was really not too long. It was like an hour ago. And we're slowly fast-forwarding, people in, people out, people in, people out. He finishes whatever his last meeting was. You catch it for just a second out of the corner of your eye. It looks almost as if the wall behind him moved, ever so slightly. And then
he's dead.
Fast-forwarding a bit more, the wall moves again, and it shakes and shimmers, slowly forming a bipedal body. This shimmering humanoid raises their arm up, forming a massive bladed, serrated edge.
Not the Lazarus Assassin.
Catching Teve by surprise, quick as a whip. Whatever this thing is, it like bounces forward, backward off the wall. In this insanely quick action, you see a blur, a slice, a spray of blood, and it must have also hit the camera because the camera just, boom, it just knocked out, conked out, gone. When you found this data, it would have been difficult to access, but fortunately, you're good. You know what you're doing. At the same time this is happening, another bonk gets a bit louder somewhere up ahead in the vents. Your little robot sees a square figure that was attempting to blend in with the walls around it in the vent, but you ran into it. And when you did, not 1 second later, a spike shoots out from this form, piercing and destroying the bot.
It destroyed the bot?
It did, yes.
What did what?
It destroyed my bot?
Flamethrower? Show me where.
Oh my god, that's the
That's bot?
not the look. Those guys are my buddies.
That was my child.
That's like my little friend, my little child.
Nara has blood in her eyes.
I do. I send like 100 of them down the no. Oh gosh. And it was
Do you share this information with the crew?
yeah. Well, I literally like out loud. I'm like, it destroyed my bot
Where did the bot disappear? I'll kill it.
in the vents.
I mean, where in the vents?
Can you fit in the vent?
No, but I can shoot through the ceiling.
Can I figure out where the vents are going?
You very much can, but before you actually need to figure it out, you guys hear another loud thudding, and this time it's actually coming directly for you. Just the ceiling shakes and erupts as this thing begins to move down. Georgiana, you said you were gun ready. Are we shooting this thing? Are we moving back? What are we doing? This is a small room for reference.
I mean, I will move back a smidgen, but I'm intending to fire before I see.
Light it up.
Alrighty. Well, I will go ahead and say, Miss Georgiana, if you want to go ahead and roll there for me.
Roll that fire. There you go, girl. You did it good.
That's a pretty good shoot.
You know it.
Louisiana barbecue right there. I tell you what.
Ooh.
Nice.
Not great on the defense there.
Perfect.
This being...
Probably wasn't expecting a fire to the face.
No, definitely not. And this being raw damage, it's a 6 against my 1, 5 shifts of damage. This chunk that fell from the ceiling you immediately engulf in flame is much smaller than the other chunks of Lazarus Assassin that you've seen, but all the same, you deal an absurd amount of damage to it. You catch it completely unawares, Georgiana, and almost rend this thing asunder. It is barely holding itself together.
Hold up. Did you just say chunk of Lazarus Assassin, as in the Silver Surfer?
Yes.
Oh, god damn it.
Can I try to fill it with some lead?
You may shoot if you wish, yes, as it kind of plops onto the ground. All right, it'll attempt to dash away. All right, he's rolling horribly. As you light it up, Nara, do you follow up the flamethrower filling full of lead action?
I want to throw something over there that makes the flamethrower hotter, like explosive. Do you know what I mean?
We can definitely do that, yeah. If you can roll for crafts to either give something nearby or just boost her gun. Up to you.
Boost the gun.
Alrighty, as per usual, when you're boosting an ally, you just need to roll a 2. And you did. So we'll just say Glame. Oh, Flame Boost. With a 1 invoke. Alright, I made the map a bit bigger, as I'm sure you guys can tell. Unfortunately, it also made the invokes freaking huge, which is a shame, but I can't really do anything about it. I literally made this bigger, so the invokes wouldn't be so damn big, but...
Backfired.
Yep, I can't control it. Anyway, all good. Your gun feels empowered, Georgiana. This thing, after having been insulted and assaulted by your group, it doesn't really want to be here. So it wriggles about the floor, and rather than attacking you guys, it just shoots out the room, post-haste, and careens down the stairs. With the door blasted open, I'm using these you all once again. What do y'all do?
I'm gonna chase.
You said it's running away, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow.
Yeah, definitely chasing it.
Can I send some bots ahead of me?
Oh, definitely, yeah.
Wait, are we all gonna chase?
Yeah, look, they murdered one of my own.
We're gonna fuck them up.
Yeah, but what if there's something left in the room that we can't, let escape?
One of my bots is still there.
All right.
I mean,
They're
Nara
still
can...
scanning.
Wait, is Nara, are you still hacking or are you coming with?
I've already watched all the information, so we know who did it, unless you really think I should stay behind.
Yeah, don't move. No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, is there any more information to be found?
Why do I feel like low-key Nara would have Heelys or something like that?
Oh my god, she would.
Heelys initiate.
Heelys initiate.
Could she get any cooler?
That would be so funny if it just that's what it actually sounded like.
But it's like futuristic Heelys, so
initiate.
She can go super fast.
They got the nitro boost on them. The lift kit.
Beautiful. We'll say you can definitely leave behind one of your bots in case you want to see something. You kind of have these little boys everywhere, so...
Well, yeah, I have a lot of them.
Oh, yeah.
Have you seen Twister?
Yes.
Well, Dorothy,
Yeah.
So that's how many bots I have at any given time.
I like that. Very cool. You know what? I've seen Twister, but a million years ago, the second you said that scene instantly jumped back into my brain. I'm like, yes!
It's iconic.
It very much is. I thought I remember the last scene where they're getting sucked up in, and that one kid's like, your mother! That one guy, but
yeah.
That's about it. And then, no, I remember those little balls and the cow. Yeah, definitely. Awesome. All right, cool. Anyway.
I have that many at any given time. So I have a couple. I'll leave some behind, but the rest are going to come with me.
Perfect. As you do that, this Lazarus Assassin, to reiterate, it is much smaller than it's supposed to be. It's like half the size of one of you guys. It's tiny.
Well, we did hit it pretty hard last time we saw it, right?
Correct. It's just kind of bouncing about and shooting through, and people are partying and having a good time. And as they are, as I mentioned, that giant porthole that shoots out into space, there's plenty of beautiful lights shining in on us from the inside of this dance club. But suddenly, a beam of light washes over everyone. And this is a light of absolutely indescribable beauty. There are colors that you know should not exist, but you get just a glimmer of for half a second, for but a moment. And it just builds and glows. The music stops for a moment as the DJ is just completely entranced by this light, entirely almost absorbing the lights in this room. It's almost like there's nothing worth looking at except for this. And everyone turns and watches it, not like they're mind controlled, just it's gorgeous.
I put my goggles over my eyes.
You can tell, Nara, it's not affecting your friends in any adverse way, but it is. It's an aurora borealis.
Oh, well, actually, that's pretty cool.
No, yeah, like I said,
that's pretty awesome.
Like every describable color within the color spectrum, and then some.
Beautiful.
But it could be more beautiful if we got closer. You start hearing cheering. I'm not really sure where this is coming from. Everyone's freaking out. They're getting really excited.
Surely the dance floor has an emergency, like fire escape or something, alarm.
Very much so, yes.
I want to push it.
Okay. You rush off to go push it, and when you do, people seem to look confused, but they're already headed out the front door. They're leaving. And you can see people shooting off to the right, and you guys know that's what the docks are. They're going back to their ships. Some folk are like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, no way, I can't believe it's happening right now. Yes! Like they're super excited, and people are running off left and right. And the Lazarus Assassin is sliding against the wall. It's just supersonic speed past everyone, basically along the ceiling, and it zips outside as well. Or it's zipping toward the front door.
Is this a good light or a bad light?
You're not 100% sure. You guys can ask people around you. Nara, you have access to information. That's kind of what you do, so.
Well, I look up the information then.
Sure. I won't have you roll for this one. You actually see that while you guys were partying, somewhere in your inbox, Mr. Teeve actually sent you something. And the specific
something. He sent us something?
He did, yes. He essentially saying...
So, with the pretty stuff on the dance floor or whatever, is that from the Lazarus Assassin?
No, it's just coming from outside.
What was Teeve's message?
The message was effectively, Ryder, unfortunately, word got out, but you know, I like you. A little birdie told me something magnificent. A once-in-a-lifetime opportunity is going to come to us. You'll have to trust me on this one. I know you trust me, and I know I trust you, so love with me here. Come on by and I'll fill you in on the information. It'll be worth your time, I promise.
He's kind of a buddy. I feel bad.
He's the bestest buddy, okay? Gives me all my missions.
Now he's gone.
Can you look into his computer to see if we can find what he was talking about?
Yeah, I'll search.
And while they're doing that, I'm going to keep following the critter.
All right, you run out the front door to follow said critter, and everyone around you, Georgiana, they're super excited. They're talking about this light, and they're like, oh man, I can't believe it's happening right now. Like, it was supposed to be in a couple days. Like, what is this? This is great. As you hack on in, Nara, you're able to find out your little bot that stayed in his office, gets on in the business and whatnot. With your 5, you essentially learn that there is a something. And you know why he stayed vague over the message. It's a something that could be anything. Occasionally, there are tears in space, there are tears in time. You guys ran into one that pulled us into a little pocket dimension for a while. Except,
that's right.
We know about that pocket dimension. That wasn't an accident. That was created by a certain something. And it pulled...
By this certain something?
Well, it was created by the Warped Weaver.
Mm-hmm.
And these kind of things happen occasionally. It's where a lot of the good stuff comes from. We don't know if it's coming from a different timeline, it's a separate reality, who knows. But Teeve basically, you don't know how he found this out. Like, this, unless someone fed him information, which in his line of work is not out of the question. Occasionally, something really special comes through. And he was told that something really special, whether it be a sight or whether it be something tangible, it's going to happen soon. So come on by, drinks on me, I'll show it to you. It sounded like even he didn't know what it was.
But now he's dead.
Unfortunately. So you're not sure if it's the light itself and he just wanted to show you this beauty, but by the phrasing, Nara, you don't even know if he knew what it was. For all you know, it legitimately was just it's just light. Maybe there's something at the core of it. Maybe there's something there hidden, but
yeah,
honestly,
but he's a businessman.
Very
he
much
wouldn't
so.
do something unless it was for money.
Yeah.
Well, I tell them that, or I pass it along, I guess, but I don't really know where to go from here.
Captain, your call. Should I keep chasing or do we hop in the ship and go?
Can I get into any records of, like, Teeve's encrypted, like, emails or something?
Well, Gigi is chasing the Lazarus Assassin, right?
Correct.
Yeah, keep chasing.
All right, you continue to chase GG, but there are a lot of people in the way. This crowd has gotten pretty crazy. Some people are just standing in the way to watch this thing, but a good portion of them, almost everybody in Teeve's Terrace, they're booking off. And like I said, they're going to the docks. They're going to their ships.
What is something small and insect-like that would catch everyone's attention to immediately freak out and get out of the way?
Did you say insect-like?
Yeah, like a cockroach, as example.
I mean, that's a good example.
I mean,
You mean like a human-sized cockroach?
yeah, whatever would make people snap out of their mad rush for a second to let me get through.
A giant wasp.
All right, whatever it is, I'm gonna screech whatever it is and point at the silver thing slinking away. I want people to either run or attack.
Okay. For the effectiveness of this one, what do you want to roll?
What about murder?
Rapport.
Go for it.
Rapport.
A 6. Okay.
Oh.
Pretty damn good. Alrighty, with this, you shout a couple times and you don't really seem to... Yeah, you don't get it. They're not listening. But I do recall last session, you asked if you could have a jetpack, right?
Yes. Well, okay. Jet boots.
Well, you're able to get a slightly higher angle and shout down to everyone and point directly to this little shit that's just zipping through the crowd with enough gusto that, yeah, they can feel the fear in your voice, whether it's fake or not. You freak a bunch of people out, and the way is clear for both running and flying, as there are a multitude of people of varying heights everywhere. And they're all running away from it now, or at least trying to stay away from it.
Excellent. I close in.
All right, as you boogie on closer, Ryder, what are you doing?
Following Gigi to try to help her.
Perfect. All right, the way is clear, so it'll be much easier for you to catch up. Nara, was there anything else you wanted to know? Technically, you can continue following because your bot stayed behind and have access to his computer.
Yeah, I'm going to keep going and make sure that my bots are continually searching.
Was there anything new you wanted to learn, or was that basically it?
I wanted to see if I could find any idea of who Teeve had been in contact with that may have had, like, that may have given him that kind of information. Do you know what I mean?
Looking through his various emails and things of that nature, obviously, his usual contacts, various hits, various products that need to be brought from place A to place B. The usual. We can skim past those. In fact, we can very quickly rule those out entirely. But you do know that he was looking for just a special something, not for anyone. He just wanted to find, because he can pay. Dude's got money. So whether it was something for him to show off in his terrace, or whether it was, I don't know, just maybe he wanted to go after himself, y'all got no idea. But he definitely sent some feelers out, looking for just rarities, not like a big hit, not like some big game or something like a space whale or something weird. He just wanted something rare that he could say he had. You got a bunch of responses of just like, yeah, how about this? And just him going, nope, not interested. And then something else and him going, nope, not interested. And then after a while, someone indeed responded to him. Looking at the history of this message, it came from an anonymous source. And it looks almost like it came from nowhere, almost as if it was placed in his inbox. You can track all the emails, but you cannot place this one.
Oh, Teeve, that's so suspicious.
And this anonymous person essentially dropped this little bit of information off special for Teeve. And he responded a few times, somewhat broken language, you can tell, in this individual he's speaking with. But they said, you know, I'm good for it. It will be close by your location. And there'll be something special there for you. Feel free to invite a crowd. Feel free to invite your friends. It'll be a night to remember. Like I said, effectively untraceable. It's almost like it just plopped out and just landed in his inbox.
Oh, that's just so strange. And, and what did he say?
Teeve just responded with, apprehension at first, like, nah, need a little more detail here. And they just kind of followed up with, like, listen, you got nothing to lose. It's coming to you. Just be patient. And he went, all right, yeah, sure.
That's so. And then did he email us right after? Or was there a period of time in between now and then?
there was definitely a time where he's messaging other folk to see the validity of the statement. And you can tell he also tried tracking down where this email came from because it was weird to him as well. He's an information broker. He can't tell where this came from. It's this doesn't happen. Emails don't just plop out of existence. There's always a way to track it, even if it leads to a false door, gate, a dead end. It'll lead to somewhere. This led to literally nowhere. This makes no sense, which is why initially he didn't really want to follow it. But what's the hurt in waiting? So after reaching out to a couple people to check the validity of the statement, he kind of just didn't give up, just kind of, all right, it's going to roll around next week. What's the worst that could happen? And the first person he emailed was Ryder, and then down the line.
So do we know what it was supposed to be?
Nope, no idea.
I just don't understand.
You
Like,
said it
why
has
did
a location,
he send us?
though, right?
Nearby. That's all it said. If you wait, it'll come to you.
Why did he assume that it was something we would want to see?
Especially if he doesn't know what it is.
Especially if he doesn't know what it is.
It's a good question. You're not sure.
Does the DM know?
I mean, I can't just tell you.
Or is this a plot hole?
It's a black hole of information.
Okay.
So, do I know the relative area that I need to be in?
From what you can gather, it's here, right now. It's the light. That would make the most sense.
I'm gonna go outside and look at the light.
Okay. Well, you're outside running with Georgiana, chasing after the lad. All of you are. And it, too, is heading to the docks, as this is indeed a way to very easily get back out into open space. And you guys can see the light is washing over everything, everywhere. It's gorgeous and only growing more beautiful by the moment.
Everything, everywhere, all at once.
Everything, everywhere, all at once.
Great movie.
Still need to see it.
You should.
I'm aware. I've heard it's very good. Anyway, the lad it's a fair jump ahead of you guys. People are staying clear of it, but it is zooming. It's got the zoomies. What do y'all do?
Zooming and booming. So homeboy is running. Do I have like a clear shot at him, or?
Because of Georgiana, yes. You guys all have a clear shot.
I'm gonna pull out my rifle from my back and shoot at him.
Go for it.
Can I marshmallow first?
Yes.
Oh, look who's back. It's G.
With a 6 against your 5, it's able to definitely avoid your marshmallow.
I would like to use a fate point.
But then...
Ooh. Not so spicy. Alrighty. Well, with your fate point, you're able to mellow this boy down, and as he's zooming on forward, 7 against my 6, he indeed is pinned down. And you're going to attempt to shoot him as he's mellowed down, but he's very quickly going to attempt to break out. So Ryder, you fire with a 1, and I defend with... Wow. What are the odds of that?
Give me that boost.
Also a 1. All right, bring your 1 to a 3. That's 2 more shifts of damage as you just fill this thing full of lead. And watching Nara, what do you do?
Oh, God. I don't know. Okay. Can you describe the scene?
There are people running everywhere, jumping up into their ships. You guys are a good 50 feet or so from the actual docks proper. And then past that, obviously your ship, everybody else's ship, etc. People have spread. So you guys have an open shot at this thing. It is pinned to the ground, covered in marshmallow, attempting to break out. And I rolled a horribly.
Yes.
So Ryder shot it. It's no longer marshmallow. It's still marshmallow, but it needs to break out. But you have 0 free invokes on it. And it's about to zoom and escape.
Can I shoot like a magnetic net over it
Yes.
that sticks to the metal flooring? Would that be craft?
For things of this nature, I would say craft, yeah. So you're using your bots to craft this net to get it onto the lad.
I'm going to use a fate point to bump it up too.
Alrighty, that brings you to 6 against my 5. And again, it's held down by goo and also an electric net. So he's kind of hosed. On its turn, rather than attacking you guys,
I thought you were like, he's kind of a hoe.
I mean, maybe a little, who knows? I won't judge.
Yeah, okay.
He gets around, you know.
A little. He's going to attempt
Not
to escape. All right, with a 5, I'll say he's able to like slice through the marshmallow, but not the net. And
How far am I away from him?
You've moved much closer. You're like a good 20 feet from it. It's bouncing around this electrical net, and it's trying to get out. It's trying real bad to get out.
I want to run up to him and jump up with my rocket boots and try to stab down at him with my sword.
Down smash, go for it. With that boost, that brings you up to a 7 against my 2. And with that, Ryder, your blade sinks squarely into the center of this thing, and it begins to just sizzle and burn away as it tries desperately to escape rapidly.
Can I see its face?
Doesn't have a face. It's literally just mercury liquid.
Like the thing that would be its face.
But weirdly enough, this one doesn't have one, actually. It's much smaller. In fact, now that you're closer to it, It's about the size
What
like
do
a
you
basketball.
want, Lazarus Assassin? Try to see if it can talk.
You just hear this wet, sizzling, gurgling noise just come up from it and just static.
I know you can understand me, whatever you are. I already destroyed your master, so why don't you just kindly screw off?
Static shoots out from it, and your sword burns away at what's little left of its body, and this chunk of it seems to be felled. The parts...
I felled the beast! Would that really kill it?
Yeah. That was... that's 5 shifts of damage on top of everything else. That's definitely dead. It just kind of like sizzles and like melts away, and it seems all like the nanites and everything in it are just completely inactive, whether it's too far from the source or it's just taking too much damage in this form. It is done. Dunsky.
I'm gonna turn around to Gigi and be like, see that? You see that? Look at that, it moves.
So cool, Captain.
Sweet.
Folk are indeed still rushing outward, excitedly, towards this
God,
light.
how many people are in here?
I'm gonna walk back up to the group. I'm like, so what exactly do you think T was on about?
The shiny lights, obviously. Hey, Liam, is the ship ready?
The ship's always ready, yeah.
Well, I mean, other than the shiny lights, I mean, it has to be something more important, not just, ooh, pretty lights.
Yeah, let's go find the source. By the way, I would have sent Liam back to get the ship, like, ready to go.
Oh yeah, it's full on ready, and he messages back. It's like, there's a lot of people here, Gigi. Like, a lot. We can launch, but I'd prefer to have you at the helm.
I know, baby.
Meow.
It could just be, like,
Bork.
not weird, you know?
Why can't you be normal? Screams.
This is my boyfriend. Thank you very much.
Why can't you be normal? Yeah.
All right, crew, let's get back to the ship.
All right, y'all are able to mosey on over to your ship, and you're one of the last to mount up. Almost every single ship here is just gone. The crowd is mostly left, and looking about, we got the Kabuto and a few other stay-behinds. Maybe people are passed out, partying. Who knows?
Oh, did Aldris get on the ship, or is he still hanging out, sloshing?
He rolled well on both of his resist this crazy drink, so he's good. Sloshed, but good.
Excellent.
All right, and as everyone boards, the ship is indeed ready to go. And it's difficult to see precisely what we're looking at just outside of the dock, but you guys are free to launch if you wish.
I launch.
All right, shooting forward, we take our positions and fire off into space. And as we do, you see just like a swarm of bees, people flying every which way. The lights are shifting.
Are we headed towards the light?
Are you?
I mean, I would assume so.
I
Gigi,
want.
follow that light.
Assuming there's a source, I will follow it, but I will also request Nara/Kabuto pinpoint if there's a exact destination.
Yes, in fact, it looks to be coming from, in space terms, not too far from where we currently are, actually. It's weirdly close. And as you guys launch, you actually notice the light begins to die down. Off in the distance, this effectively a space aurora borealis, just once again, every light of every describable and indescribable flavor. The Kabuto is actually able to change the screen. You guys can see in like infrared and every different type of scanner and filter and all that extra nonsense, and the Kabuto can show you spectrums of light you didn't even think were possible. And it's coming back with data that's just like nonsensical.
I'm sitting at the helm, or I'm just like talking out loud to the group. I'm just like, this just doesn't make any sense. Well, I mean, if the Lazarus Assassin killed Teve, there had to be a bigger reason than. I mean, I knew Teve knew us, but there's plenty of people that know us. So why would the Lazarus Assassin go after him? But also, why did Teve get this email talking about that? We just need to figure out why he would risk so much to tell us about this.
Do you believe in coincidences, Captain?
Maybe.
I don't.
This does seem a little too coincidence.
I'm gonna head to that point where the point.
Gigi, do you think that's all of the Lazarus Assassin, or do you think there's more of him out there from when we killed him or attacked him?
Unless he got melted in the star portal, there's probably parts scattered everywhere.
So, aka, we have to deal with a bunch of tiny little Lazarus Assassins?
Well, the small one wasn't too hard to deal with, so
No, but if there's more of him out there, that could get annoying.
Yeah.
Nara, if you remember, you took a piece of the assassin that's hiding in the Faraday cage, correct?
Yeah, it is.
Well, that definitely helps us determine where its current location is. It's one of the reasons why the Kabuto is so easily able to tell when you are being followed. And unfortunately, you don't get a note saying that you're followed. We know it's here. We don't know where it is. We don't know the size of it precisely. But the Kabuto lets everybody know the enemy is nearby. And with that, most of the light dissipates.
Well, speak of the devil.
And when it does, if you guys would direct your eyes on over to Discord, if you all saw that new telescope just dropped.
No, I have not. So virtually, we're headed to an Aurora Borealis, but the Lazarus Assassin is also chilling over there.
After the lights fade, you are greeted with an image that looks uncannily similar to this, except more color.
Ooh. Ah.
Ooh. Ah.
Is it a hole?
You're not entirely sure what it is, but it looks like a portal or something, and there's got to be something in the center of it, because all of this mass, all of this light, and this, you're not even entirely sure what it is, like decayed substance, that they're not even like asteroids. It almost looks like just raw data, raw substance just turned into a sand and just floating in space and gyrating. Yes, Ryder.
Please scan that colorful thing over there.
Scan will take but a moment. Scan's commencing. And the Kabuto does indeed begin scanning. And Nara, reading this information, you are getting back everything. It is returning DNA of just animals, bugs, plants, earth, various elements, a whole bunch of unrecorded elements. And it keeps going and going and going. If you remember receiving the information from scanning the alien, the Lazarus Assassin, just all that useless information, it's like that, but useful information. It's too much useful information. It's an absurd amount of useful information. Like, my God, it's like puking Wikipedia at you from every timeline.
Nara, what are you getting back?
Oh God, I'm getting everything back.
What do you mean?
What do you want to know?
Well, what is it saying?
It's saying a lot. Can I sift
Details,
through
Nara,
it for anything
details.
more important?
It'll take you but a moment if you want to roll me hack.
Are we looking at a portal to a different dimension?
That you're not entirely sure. Maybe.
Because we're getting a lot of information of different species and other things, but I mean, we could be looking into a wormhole that's leading to a different world.
Gigi wants to know only one thing. Is it safe?
Theoretically, yes. This should be safe.
I'm going in, Captain.
Full steams ahead.
All right. As you
Punch
begin, push it. As you begin moving on in, as I mentioned before, Nara, the data is just infinite.
That data.
That raw data.
You see that raw data?
Raw data, no.
Baby, data's some good shit right there.
Raw data.
That's the best data you've ever seen this side of Kentucky.
Speak nerdy to me, please.
Speak binary to me, baby.
01.
01101.
You're like, I don't speak your language. It's like 10011101.
Oh, baby. Getting me all hot and bothered. Who?
I'm just saying carrot, nothing else.
Yeah, no, yeah, like legit. It's like a carrot, an onion, a dog, some random species of bird, one of the 9,000 species of beetle we have. It is everything on Earth.
Sexiest 101s.
Oh yeah, I mean the thing is, like, you can make sense of all this information, and there might be something useful in here. But like I said, it's effectively a listing of every living thing and non-living, like I said, elements, but not just from Earth. From, the thing is, you guys have gotten information from other planets. Imagine if we had a Wikipedia for all the animals, plants, flora, fauna, elements, stones, everything, for like hundreds of thousands of planets. That's effectively what you're getting right now.
Wow.
So it's all valid information. It's all correct.
Is it useful for us at this moment?
Not this. No. If anything, it's probably bad because you don't want to overdo the Kabuto. It's a lot of information.
God, I don't know what to do with all this. Is there anything I can look for? Oh, God, I really don't know.
Not necessarily. You're just kind of being attacked with info. And as you guys move on in, Georgiana, you said you're heading toward the light?
Yes, but not the one at the end of the tunnel.
Okay, good. Besides, so you don't die. Good job. Nice. You almost fell for my trap.
I'm on to you, God.
Damn, you got me. And as you all move on closer and closer, the Kabuto alerts you, Georgiana, The enemy is here.
That was fast.
Lock on.
Lock on. Lock on. The Kabuto, indeed, gets ready. And up ahead, you see the Lazarus Assassin in all of its beautiful glory. Have you ever seen what a pharaoh fluid looks like?
Yeah, all the time.
Please, husband, don't speak nerdy to me.
Oh, man.
You don't know what a feral fluid looks like?
No!
It's really damn cool. Okay, basically, it's like a liquid metal. And if you put a magnet next to it,
It's like,
it does,
you're speaking too nerdy to me now.
it does some wild shit.
Yes!
Go ahead and look at Discord. It's called pharaoh fluid. Look how cool that is. If you put a magnet against it, it freaks the hell out. You can make some really gnarly shapes with it.
I think
Like
you showed
venom.
me this before.
I've showed you this before, yes. That's a pharaoh fluid. If you're bored, go to YouTube and look up pharaoh fluid videos. They're pretty dope.
Please spell it for everyone who's, not looking.
Ferro fluid. I just spelled
Thank you.
I just spelled flood.
Farflad.
Pharaoh flood.
So the Lazarus Assassin looks like that.
Normally he's more smooth, yes. But there are portions of him that are spiking out in all various directions. It looks like it's trying to hold itself together, but is somehow unable to do so. Its leg almost completely detaches, only to whip back into itself and shove itself back up into the main body, and then slowly reform a leg.
How far or how close are we into this colorful thing that we're driving to?
Y'all are a good chunk away from it. You can see most ships have passed you guys and are moving towards it, but the assassin is paying no attention to them and only watching you.
Kabuto, lock on.
Locking on.
Fire missiles.
Firing missiles. And as she does, all missiles fire and strike at the center of this thing. And as they do, it erupts. And you see 3 distinct portions of it shoot off in various directions. Fast. Almost impossible to see. 2 stay relatively close by. The 3rd is somehow lost to us as of current. We don't know exactly where it is. There's various stones, and as we move closer and closer, it's moving with you guys toward this massive structure of light and creation. This strange, sand is billowing cloud-like, obscuring various locations, but people are flying around it, kind of scared to fly through it, but as you get closer and closer, it gets thicker and thicker. Out here, relatively easy to see, not too bad. As you get closer, things start to get a little messy. To the right, you see about the same size as the standard assassin lad, but a bit smaller. And this one seems to have formed its right arm into a massive spear, a huge point, and is indeed ready for combat. The one to the left is more rotund. It's quite a bit more round. And rather than being equipped with a weapon, this one seemingly has various shields adorned all over its body. You saw a 3rd one shoot off somewhere, but you don't know where it is.
I'm gonna crinkle my hand into a fist, and I'm gonna press a button. I'm like, Kabuto, ready my mech, and I'm gonna start marching back to the docking bay.
Alrighty. To reiterate, the size of this bad boy, highly recommend you go into mech mode. For everybody else.
Mech mode it is, buddy.
I'm not a butt.
Well, that sounds like a you problem.
Kabuto, open back gates.
Oh my god, why are there so many areas? How did I only just notice this?
There's now 25 areas. I made it a little bit bigger for Final Space Battle just in case we need them. But remember,
A little bit?
just a wee bit. It was, yes. Realistically, we don't need the whole thing, so I'm shoving us off in the corner as of now. Area 25 is technically the planet. That's where the docking station was. We moved off a bit, and up ahead is all that fancy good stuff. I'll keep
All
the
right,
Kabuto
everyone,
here.
let's go take out us some Lazarus Assassin.
Let's get us some boy. Alrighty, combat
Gigi, you ready?
has come to us.
You bet.
Nari, you ready?
Yeah, absolutely.
August, you ready? Yeah, I'm ready.
He has a sore throat.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Beautiful. Alrighty, you guys know that
Launch!
this thing is indeed ready to take you guys out. It has not met you in open combat like this before. It's tracked y'all down and it's rammed you, but Nara, specifically you, that it's been testing you guys. It's been very sassily gauging and acquiring information.
I hate that. I hate it when other things are doing things that I should be doing.
Only we can thing, damn it.
Only
All right.
we're allowed to thing.
All right, the Kabuto turns about, the dock opens, and the 3 of you launch into space. As you move towards the enemy, for ease of access, we'll just call them Lazarus Spear and Lazarus Shield. Who's first?
Nara, I need you to get a holding on to how to get through that shield. I'm gonna go for the spear. Gigi, follow me.
Yeah, I'm gonna start hacking.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Can I start hacking?
I'm gonna take out my sword and rush at the spear guy.
All right, are you using special sword?
Can I use special sword in the mech?
You definitely can, yeah.
See.
Alrighty, go ahead and use that fate point, and you may roll with the special sword. Let me make things a little easier for you. So I was thinking about this. So I'm just gonna go ahead. I told you I wouldn't do this, but it's fine. We'll just give it a +2 to attack, rather than +1 and then +1 damage, just so in the heat of things we don't forget the extra damage. We don't really use the weapon attribute in this game very much, so I don't want anyone forgetting. So yes, you can indeed say as a free action, you whip out the blade, but you whip out the blade, and it's active. Whenever you attack with it only, you get +2. So just remember, when you defend, you roll +4. When you attack, you roll +6. Alrighty, Nara, you may hack if you wish. You do know, with all the extra information you have gathered from this enemy, over and over and over, and the information you got from Wiley's lab, and the information you got from the data pad, things should be a little bit easier going forward. Rather than giving you an aspect and having you trigger this aspect over and over, I'm just going to lower how much he rolls for. Which one are you aiming for?
I'll do shield.
Alrighty. Excellent. As a reminder, because obviously this is a big time battle, Nara, one of your most important abilities, and this is for one specific thing only, but you're in your mech. Hack into the Mindscape lets you roll at a +2 to create an advantage specifically for your allies, not against the enemy, but
That's right. It's been so long since I've been in my mech.
Indeed. Or you've been supporting from the ship. So since you're actually in your mech, when your allies are in their mechs, you get a +2 to create an advantage. Normally the challenge rating to that is a 2. So if you get a +2 on top of that, plus your 4, that's a +6. You're most likely always going to succeed with style when you do that, which is great. So whenever you buff an ally, you're basically always, unless you're unlucky, you're basically always going to buff them by 2. But that's only for buffing, not for debuffing, as a reminder.
Okay.
Fortunately, you rolled a 5 against my 3. What are we hacking here?
Can you describe the shield?
Yes, so effectively they all look the same. They all have that like metallic, liquidy body. The spear one is skinnier. The shield one's more squat. It's difficult to tell like how long its arms are because it's wielding literally 2 massive shields that are kind of warping and changing in shape and size. They're circular, but they're huge, so he can cover its entire body with these shields.
Can I make the shields glitch?
Definitely, yeah.
Glitchy shields.
All right. Oh, God, these are so big. It's really annoying. All right. Oh, well.
Really big.
Oh, well. I made this bed. I'm going to sleep in it.
So wait, why are they big again?
Because I made the map bigger, they scale with the map, and the areas used to be, the areas used to be larger, so it scaled with everything. Very much so. I can't control that. Whatever. It's not a big deal.
Annoying.
Very, but I'm going to do my best to ignore it. Already, you're able to.
What problem?
Exactly. You're able to hack in Nara, and from a distance, you can see it kind of glitching a little bit. It's having some issues.
Good, very good.
Having performance issues.
Very much so, yes. Unlike all the other fights, there are exactly 3 enemies for exactly 3 of you. How convenient. So every time you guys go, one of them is going to go. I also forgot to say this.
Hey, here's the third one.
You don't see him.
Oh, yeah, you said he... Never mind.
Wait.
Why do I feel like this is reminiscent to our very first fight we ever had? Do you remember?
So you said we can't see him, right?
It's somewhere, yes.
So think back. Spear guy, shield guy. Ignore that. Just think of it as units. But who was very far back in one of our first fights in mechs?
You mean Liam?
Yeah, that guy with a sniper.
Oh my.
What if the Lazarus Assassin has a sniper somewhere?
All right, I'll keep my eyes open for him.
So we don't know where he is, right?
Correct, you have no idea. Yes, they're hiding.
Is it that they're hiding or that they're invisible?
You're not sure.
Can I run like a passive scan?
Because it's actively trying to hide from you guys, you'll need to actively search for it.
Well, no, I mean like if it is like a sniper type thing, can I use one of my bots to like triangulate where like a shot had come from?
You definitely can, but that'll have to be one of your actions.
Yeah, that's fine. I just want to see if I can do that. If that's how it works out, because I want to be able to find out where he is.
You can definitely do that. So, at the start of the round, I guess to alleviate your fears or to lead into them further, Georgiana, the Kabuto knows that something has locked on to you. I will throw the aspect insights on one of you. And I'm giving it to you, Georgiana. Because you're so beautiful, I'm also going to give you a fate point. That's only me the first time. You're being targeted first because you're impossible to miss, my dear.
I accept.
All right. You don't know what this means, but you know you are being targeted. It's definitely not great. I'll say that much. So that's going to happen passively at the beginning of every single round. And after that happens, the spear lad, jockeying for position, is going to dive forward and move to you, Mr. Ryder. Please roll me to defend. Flying forward, the spear is going to catch you for 1 shift of damage. But as he does, its sheer speed grabs onto you, Ryder, and actually yanks you out of where you were and brings you into a completely separate zone, a good chunk away from the Kabuto and your allies.
Rude.
Very rude. All right, now who's next?
Does Gigi know that there's something locked onto her?
Yes, the Kabuto let you know you are locked onto.
Hey, Gigi.
Yeah.
What'd I say?
Yes, you were right.
You're welcome.
Thanks.
I mean, I don't want you to get shot, but you're welcome. I always warned you, okay?
Yes, thank you.
I bet Daniel's over there snickering. He's like, you fell into my trap card.
Whose turn?
I think that's your turn, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Liam Lover, if you were sniping right now, where would you go?
Well, I would hide where you can't see me as far as humanly possible.
So, do a quick search of space and point me in a direction.
He just kind of makes a guess and just points outward and onward and says, you're not going to know until he shoots. Just keep an eye out for it.
All right, fine. Hey, Captain, you got the spear guy by yourself?
Yeah, don't worry, I got him. You deal with the sniper.
Pew!
Maybe you only move one area at a time.
You have to pull a Seth away.
Wait, my entire turn can be 2 areas, though, right?
It's 2 areas if you beat and overcome roll. Or,
Overcome roll.
Yeah.
How do I do that?
You basically have to spend your turn to do so, I think. So are you just moving?
Yes.
Okay, you need to beat a 3.
I will stick to 1 area then.
Okay. Alrighty, seeing as y'all move out from that direction, you're flying away, Gigi. So the shield boy is going to barrel towards you, arms open, attempting to grab onto you.
With arms wide open.
Oh no, it's a lie. What the hell I say? I got no idea. Please roll to defend.
I'm being conned by someone who's not my boyfriend. Ah!
You're being conned?
Glomped?
Glomped!
Oh.
You know what? Fine. It wasn't going to be glomped, but now it is. All right.
You're getting glopped.
All right, you are literally grabbed by him. It wraps its arms around you. They kind of rubber stretch out, and the shields pull you close to its body, and it just literally holds you in place, Georgiana. Ryder.
Hello, I am Ryder. You are asking what I do next. Are you, voice in the sky?
Indeed.
Well, I will tell you a tale of what Ryder will do. Sorry. Ryder goes against, like, the Lazarus Spear Assassin, and he totally, like, messes him up with his sword. Righteous.
Friggin' attack, bro.
That's a 4, bro. Does that hit? Fuck that. Guess what?
That's a 7, bro. Does that hit?
Well, I suck, I guess.
Oh, damn. That one hurt.
All right, that's unfortunate. That is a succeed with style on a defense. That's going to give him a boost. All right, you zip by, and he just, like, whips around you.
That's right. That's a BS spear.
Definitely kind of bonkers.
Precious.
Technically, you would have had a +1 there. An extra +1. They only roll it +1, so +2.
Wait, why did it do a +1?
It didn't save. It happens.
Weird.
Yeah, not a big deal. All right, so he doesn't get that boost. He just dodges. Not with style, just normal dodges. All right.
It's funny because technically that would have been the roll with the +1.
Yeah, I know, right? Gotta love the odds of that. Already, somewhere in the distance, a gun.
Somewhere in the light.
A gun is loaded. And Georgiana, you are in its sights. Please roll to dodge.
Are we just rhyming right now?
Literally always. All right, it is, of course, going to use insights. Bring it up to a 9.
Thank you for showing me it's an area 6.
What?
It zoomed into where you typed.
Wait, seriously?
Yeah, it did.
Nice. That means I gotta move it. All right, that's actually kind of hilarious.
I'm getting a spider sense.
You should have been silent. He shouldn't have said anything.
It's not supposed to do that, but thanks for letting me know. Fair enough. All right, you are sniped. Well,
You'd be sneakier already.
For cheating, you take 6 shifts of damage.
I am an honest gal.
I appreciate it.
Did you just say 6?
Could you not see it zoom in for on your screen, Daniel?
It doesn't do that for me now. I have it turned off. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that feature, so I turned that shit off. Alrighty, and with that, the sniper reloads. And this time, Nara, you're in its sights.
We'll get the hell out of them.
All right, Ryder, who's next?
Next is the tech of the group.
What you
The
got, Nara?
brains. I didn't say Nara.
Oh, me? Okay.
Who do you think I'm talking about? It's clearly Aldris, the smartest person in the galaxy.
Liking this alternate personality here.
Yeah, it's Nara. Nara, go.
All right, Nara, you've been locked onto. What do you do?
Can I scramble the sites?
You definitely can, yeah. So you can do one of two things. You can boost yourself to make it harder for the people to lock onto you, or you can just scramble the sites and you can just knock it off you entirely. Your choice.
I would try to scramble the sites and knock it off entirely.
All right, go for it. That'll be a challenge level 3. That is hacking, and that is on yourself.
I was going to say, should I use a stunt for that? But the stunts don't count for that.
All right, technically, it got created. I'm just going to throw it away off the side for now. But yes, it's looking at you, but you're no longer locked onto, meaning it cannot use. So I'm going to keep it on you, Nara. He's looking at you, but he can't use the insights free boost. So he's not going to get a free +2 to his attack now. That's
All right.
good. You wish to move or anything?
Yeah.
Also, as a reminder, when you buff people, you don't have to just buff one person. As long as they're nearby, you can buff multiple people.
I'll move to area 18.
Okay. You begin to move away from the Kabuto, hopefully to spare her of any horrible damage. And again, Mr. Spear is going to go ahead and strike out at you, Sir Ryder. And he charges you with utmost haste, flying and zipping around your mech.
Damn.
Oh, all right.
Happens when you mess with the best fighter pilot in the galaxy.
Okay. A 7 against my 5. All right, he ain't feeling that, so he's just going to fly past you.
Exactly. Get out
and
of
then
here.
shoot off
Skedaddle.
over here. He zips off. You guys know these guys are insanely fast.
Yeah,
Nara, who's
you
next?
don't want this like heat over here, brah.
Nara, who's next?
Rider.
Well, I'm gonna move to this spot, and then I'm gonna shoot at Spear Boy.
Go for it.
Oh,
All right, looks like the foot's on the other shoe. This time, I roll really well to defend.
Hey, lover, you know how many 7s you've rolled?
A couple.
I think your dice are loaded. Stop cheating.
Possibly, but y'all are rolling.
Actually, before you put the boost on,
Yes.
Aldris is like, "Hey, bro, I really feel you right now. Here's some magic."
All right, so you're going to boost just to deny
I'm
the...
gonna like bless my gun with Aldris magic, and we're gonna have a cannon just shoot at him.
Okay, so you're going to do that to...
Who are you? I'm a little suspicious right now. Can I hack into Ryder's biometrics? Because I'm not sure this is him.
He's definitely been taken over.
this is the pod person version of Ryder. And we're like, something's off. I just can't tell what, but something's off. And then it's him talking like that.
Definitely body snatcher territory. Definitely.
I send Georgiana a message. I'm like, hey,
Everything's
Ryder
normal.
sound weird to you?
Yes.
Let's not worry about it until after.
Okay, but watch your back.
Don't make any sudden
Good.
movements.
Keep
Alrighty.
doing that though, Ryder. It's really funny.
With that, you will deny Spear Boy his boost. And we're going to go ahead and have Shield go. He's sort of just holding on to you, Georgiana. He's got you glomped. He's gonna further glomp, try to like pin down your weapons.
Joke's on him. My entire mech is a weapon.
All right, so we'll call this one Guns Pinned. With only one, so you cannot shoot. He's got you held firm. All right, Georgiana, it is indeed your turn.
I am going to make my mech a fireball.
Okay, so you're just gonna like surround yourself on fire.
No, I'm going to superheat myself.
Okay.
I'm going to be literally hot.
Okay, so are you boosting yourself or are you attacking him with this?
Attack.
Okay, that sounds very melee, I guess. So yeah, you can control pilot to attack. All right, attempting to hurt this lad.
Figured. I'm going to reroll that.
Maybe don't.
Okay, I won't.
All right, a 9 against a dose. He's feeling pretty good.
I guess I'm very glompable.
You're incredibly comfortable. He squeezes tighter as you attempt to burn the boy, but he gets into a better position. And Nara, I'm just gonna click randomly so you don't know where he is. Ooh, where could he possibly be? And please roll me to defend. Remember, Nara, your defense rolls are better. You have that one stunt.
Ooh.
Alrighty. That will still be, once again, he cannot use...
Oh, no, it all went wrong. Yeah.
So he can't use insights, so so normally insights adds +3 to the attack. So by turning that off, you avoided 3 extra shifts of bullshit. So it's only 3 shifts of damage. Alrighty, Georgiana, who's next?
Captain.
All right, Captain.
What to do?
You've been targeted by the sniper, brah. What you gonna do?
We're gonna, like, put some purple haze in my gun and, like, fire the cannons!
Who are you shooting at?
Lazarus Spear, dude. Like, duh. Hey, I'll take that boost. Boost it up. Give me the boost.
All right, this will be a gun boost. I'll throw that on you. All right, good sir. Who's next?
It is Naristan.
All right, Nara, while you're preparing to go, Spear Boy sees someone who's grappled and alone, and they're going to take advantage of that. They're going to fly on in to attack you, Georgiana. Please roll
She's grappled and alone.
Defend.
All by herself.
No.
I'm pretty sure I'm dead.
Oh, no.
It is going to use Glomped against you, 100%. Bring that up to a 9. I will say you can technically use Flame Boost defensively if you wish, but it's up to you.
No.
Alrighty. That is 6 shifts of damage from Lazarus Spear Lad. As he flies at you with Shield Boy holding you in place, he turns your body. You are punctured then.
What are you doing?
I'm taking too much damage.
Well, stop. You have invokes.
Use your fire butt to spray them away.
That's not gonna help.
All right, Nara, you see your friend get skewered by this spear. They're swarming around her. What do you do?
So they have glomped and guns pinned against her?
Yes, the Lazarus shield is literally holding her down, and because she didn't escape from being pinned, it then further pinned her, and she can't shoot now.
Can I shoot a huge torpedo towards it? Not to damage it, but to force it away from her?
Very much so, yes. So if you want to help her break free of this, you definitely can. So will this be craft, I assume?
Yeah.
Okay. There's a multitude of things you can do. You can definitely try to move it away. You have obviously multiple options. So if you're ever pinned or anything, you know, in the fiction, that is true. So when Georgiana rolls to break out of that, she has to break out of pinned. If you buff her, obviously that's one thing, but she's also roll against it. If you want to free her on your action, you can definitely do that. I would say roll your crafts.
I do want to free her.
Yeah, so we're not trying to create an advantage. We're trying to get rid of their advantage. I would say to remove each of those, since he's on her, it'll be 2 each. So 2 to remove 1, 2 from the other, so 4. So if you can beat a 4, both get knocked off.
All right.
Alrighty, you do have boosts. You have magic and fate points.
I'll use Aldrich Magic.
All right. And with that, since you are no longer glomped, I'm just going to straight up delete it and delete gun pin. So you fire off this torpedo and it erupts right above them. And it causes him to kind of like glitch out, and he moves back a bit, and he has to let go of you, Georgiana. And seeing that nonsense, Shield Boy is not really feeling it, so he's going to fly over towards you and get ready for your turn, GG. Nara, and he's going to attempt to grab onto you. Please roll me to defend.
Oof.
All he does, he's a grabby boy. He grabs. He's a big grabber.
Yeah, I'll take it. It's fine.
All right,
He's just grabbing me, right?
He's just grabbing, yes. Okay, rather than glomped, it'll be grabbed.
Yeah, I don't like glomp.
No, I don't either. It's weird. He's got you pinned in this location. You cannot move. Georgiana, what you got?
Acid
Guard.
sword. Melee is pilot, right?
Yes, for you, melee is pilot. All right, unfortunately, a 5 against a 3. He gains nothing from this, but he does dodge out of the way. And Ryder, you still have sights set on you, good sir. If you'd like to roll to defend. All right, that plus the sight is indeed a 7. So that's a 7 against your 2. You wish to add anything to that?
Can I use my gun boost to like shoot at the incoming bullet like in the nick of time, just to like barely like deflect it, but it still hits me?
Sure. Do you want to re-roll or add +2?
Just +2.
Okay. That is a 4 against my 7, which should be 3 shifts of damage. So you were struck, but nowhere near as badly as it possibly could have been. Georgiana, who's next?
Captain.
Crunchitize me.
What?
I said crunchitize me.
I'm gonna fly up here and womp womp on Lesbian with my sword.
All right, you move over to Spear Boy. Sights are now set on Georgiana. Oh, nice.
Taste my blade, bro.
All right, excellent. That is 8 against my 4. And depressingly, that is the first bit of damage you guys have done. Good job.
Wow, please don't point that out.
You're welcome.
You dick.
All right, but a solid blow all the same. 4 shifts in a single strike. It attempts to dodge, but your sword melts through its spear.
My sword rang true.
I fight for my friends.
I got you, Gigi. Don't worry.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Seemingly
Sorry.
not paying attention to you, good sir. He's going to fly over to Nara and get to stabbing.
How
Leave me
dare thee?
alone!
Nara. What did Nara do? She's just in her creature. Doing her thing.
The shield boy turns you to him as he goes to strike.
I believe in you, Nara.
Holy. All right, I'm going to use one of those grabbed.
I'm not saying Nara is the best pilot we have, but like that was a baller ass move.
Oh,
No, that's good. That's good. It's a
Well,
tie.
never mind.
Just a tie. Just a tie.
Where'd the +6 come from?
He rolls at +6. All he does is attack.
you smarmy son of a bitch. That's the best roll I've ever done.
Yeah, exactly.
I said, fuck you, good roll.
Well, fortunately, you take no damage.
I mean, there's that.
Yeah. All right, you are unfortunately still grabbed. Who's next, Ryder?
Oh! You're like you know when cats you go to pet them and they just kind of like dip into your hand.
Precisely.
Hey,
Spears
Gigi,
come and just dip.
Yeah.
If you press your like compartment where your like lollipops are, I have like a special gift in there. Oh,
Okay.
tell me when you press it.
I press it.
When you open it, there's like a weed lollipop in there.
I have no idea what that would even do.
I got it off the planet Kakor.
Thanks, Captain.
Totally. And you're next, I hope. I don't know.
I don't know. I just love this vibe somehow. Can you please use the word gnarly at some point, though?
Nah, it's Nar.
Gnarly.
I'm not saying this Baja Blast Gold is making me this way, but
It's what the Baja Blast does to a person.
It's a good
it
advertisement.
makes you, yeah.
Turn it into a
Makes
valley
you
brow.
Totally sick.
Spear and shield are far away from each other, right?
A spear and shield are basically touching each other. Shield is holding Nara still, so shield can stab her.
I wish to goo them.
Which one are you going?
Spear.
Spear. Dodge the goo. Nope. Didn't dodge the goo. All right, what kind of goo is this? Marshmallow goo, acid goo. You got a lot of goo.
Oh, it's sorry, marshmallow.
Let's say you're somewhat of a goo connoisseur.
Hang on. If I make that a 5, does that count as
2 invokes.
so I get to share the love?
No. You have to
All right.
succeed with style on overcome, attack, or defend to get a boost. Or tie on an attack. That will give you 2 free invokes on the goo. And we'll say that will cut his speed in half. Normally he can move 2 areas for free because they are so fast. Now it's only 1. Harder for him to get away. And of course he's gooed.
Nar next.
All right, Shield Boy, since he's got you grabbed, he's going to just keep on grabbing. He's going to grab harder. Grab hard with a vengeance. Go and roll to
Nice.
defend, Nara. He's just adding more to grabbed. All right, you ain't going nowheres. You got you squished. All right, what you doing, Nara? As he holds on tighter to you. For reference, after you go, Georgiana's going to be shot.
And who is Georgiana going to be shot by here?
Sniper Boy.
And where is Sniper Boy?
Sniper Boy is somewhere.
I'm going to boost Georgiana.
Okay. And if you do so with hack, you can roll directly from the skill, and it gives you a +2.
Yeah, I'll do that.
All right, did you want to buff just Georgiana, or did you want to split it amongst the rider as well? So it's a challenge level 2 to beat, meaning you beat it by 5 shifts, and that's 2 per target. So you can add 2 free invokes to Georgiana, or 1 on each of them. Your choice.
And how many does Georgiana have against her?
She has just insights against her.
I'll do 1 for Georgiana and 1 for Ryder.
Okay. Anyway, so for each of you, you are just generally better. Your mechs feel faster. Everything is falling into order as it should. I actually think if you split that properly, Jishi should get 2 of those. We'll do that. And then he gets 1. All right.
So the next move, regardless, is Gigi getting shot by the sniper.
Correct.
Who are you attacking, Ryder?
I was attacking the spear guy. He's the only one that's taking damage, correct?
Yeah, I'll say let Ryder go next.
All right, excellent. As a rider gets ready, Georgiana, please roll to dodge. Mr. Sniper Lad fires off at you. All right, and since you still have the thing on you, it's going to jump up to an 8 using the system boost. Brings you up to a 7, so it's only 1 shift of damage. And the target will indeed move to you now, Nara. Alrighty, Ryder. Apparently this is the cool place to be.
Spear guy or shield guy? Have we learned anything about the shield guy?
Yes, he is incredibly hard to hit. He rolls as high as Spear does to attack to defend. And that's to defend against attacks specifically.
Well, that's unfortunate. Well,
Slashing at the spear.
Ooh, it's pinned in place.
You didn't like that now, did you, Spearman?
We using that goo?
sure.
All right, brings it to a 7 against my 2. That is 5 shifts of damage. Ow! All right, that gives me a mild consequence and fills in one of my stress boxes.
Is my blade shiny, man?
That spiky ferro fluid effect kind of jumps across its body, and you can tell this definitely damaged it.
Hey, Gigi, have you figured out what the weed pop does yet?
No.
What if it's like trippy radioactiveness goo or something?
I don't know. What would that do exactly?
I don't know. I'm thinking.
It's kind of a weird pop.
All right, its movement is definitely hindered.
Fun pop though.
But Nara, Spear Boy is going to go ahead and charge at you, and he's definitely using his boost. So I'm just going to use that now. It's 6 + 2 is 8.
Ooh.
Cheater.
Ooh.
Indeed. So that one, by the way, indeed, that one Lazarus Assassin rider, that's for you specifically. Only you can invoke that. It's a free invoke against the damage you already did to him.
Is that because, like, I use the Sword of Truth?
Sure, bro, if that helps you sleep at night.
Thanks, man.
Alrighty, Nara, would you like to use anything to boost your defenses there? He's also going to use grapple.
I'm gonna use a fate point. I'm gonna reroll.
Gigi, what if it's like if you shoot people with it, it's like radioactive, so it gives them disadvantage on their rolls because they're high as a kite.
And
Much better. Do
Yeah, I guess.
you want to use the goo to lower that?
Because that could be like a good disadvantage
do.
on the enemy.
All right, that brings you to an 8 against my 11, so that's only 3 shifts of damage.
all right.
Much better than 11 against 1. Good call.
Yeah.
All right, the goo indeed slows him down as he charges for you and just barely scrapes up against you. Ryder, who's next?
Who's who has the sniper in Nara's sight?
Correct.
We're gonna have Gigi go.
So you still have your flame boost, GG, and system boost.
I would like to do the flamethrower on the spear guy.
Okay. He is not moving anywhere. Okay.
Flame boost.
All right, that brings you up to a 7 against my Juan. Ow, that's a, 6 of damage?
Gigi's turning him to a marshmallow. She's toasting him.
Alrighty.
A s'more, yes.
You absolutely shred this thing with flames. It takes an absurd amount of damage. Definitely attempts to dodge, but your goo was holding it down, so it was not able to move properly. Not at all. In fact, you can tell that you definitely did some nasty damage to this. I will also add another invoke that only you can snatch at. If it comes back around to your turn, you want to shoot in the face.
Big ow.
Big ow. Huge freaking ow. The biggest of ows. This is some nasty shit right here. Okay, Shield Boy. Well, he doesn't do many things, but he does grapple. Instead of grappling, here he has you grappled. He's going to squeeze really hard, Nara. Please roll to defend. Beep. Definitely use that grapple, which will bring my 4 to a 6. That is 1 shift of damage. He squeezes you pretty hard, but not that hard. Hard enough to be annoying.
All right. I hate being annoyed.
Speaking of being annoyed, it's your turn. Go ahead and be annoying.
Can I break the grapple?
You can definitely break the grapple. It will be an action on your turn. That will require realistically anything. Pilot functions. You can say you craft something to crowbar Mafia, whatever you want.
Well, I'll try crafts first.
Okay. Just got to beat a 2.
Well, a 2 solid.
It is, unfortunately. It's not enough to get a Mafia.
Let me think. I guess I could use my last fate point. Or I could just continue to suffer.
He does like hugs.
I'll just continue to suffer.
All right, speaking of suffering, you're being shot at next. Please roll me to defend. All right,
Well.
+2 from being locked on. That is a 7.
I mean, I got nothing, so.
Alrighty, so that will be 5 shifts of damage against you, Nara, as the sniper does indeed strike you from somewhere across the way. And he wiggles off into the distance. Ryder, you are now being targeted. Nara, who's next?
Ryder.
All right, Ryder, Spear Boy looks like he's on his absolute last legs.
Good.
Alright, well, it's time for you to, say your last goodbyes to your buddy.
Oh
How
my
about with the Sword of Truth?
Jesus! Alrighty, that's definitely some damage, I would say. That is more than just some damage.
Do I fail the said beast?
Yes, and then some.
Righteous did.
How dost thou wish to do it?
I'm gonna, like, speed over to him and, like, ready my blade, and he thinks he can stab me with his spear, and I say, bro, you're not gonna hit me. I'm, like, the best bounty hunter in the galaxy, and I slice him in half. And then I look at Gigi, and I do the hang loose, bro, with my mech hand.
All right,
You tried out one of those pops before you gave me one, didn't you?
I'm not saying I didn't, but, like,
I see.
I might have bought a few extra, I'm just saying.
Alrighty, absolutely decimated. You guys kind of look around you and you notice you're being pulled closer and closer to this massive light point that is just beyond the distance. Plenty of folk are flying around, and you can kind of hear the radio waves, Nara, that people are looking for, like, it. They keep saying, like, oh, there's a thing. But did you guys see that, like, is there someone flying around it? And they're like, no. There's no way to be someone out here floating in space. That's ridiculous. You mean there's a mech, right? Like, no, it's too small for a mech. It didn't look like maybe it's an alien that can, like, breathe in space. Is that one of y'all? Then no one responds. Like, I have no idea.
It's a fucking black alien guy.
So you hear a lot of chatter. Nara, definitely a lot of chatter. But with this, an explosion of static, Ryder, you do indeed fell this foul foe as its parts just begin to, like, disintegrate. You can see it try to pull itself back together, but it can't. All the little nanodroids just begin kind of floating off into space, and some of them latch onto the shield, and it gets a little bit bigger, but other than that, like, you've done a healthy amount of damage. You guys also see them kind of shoot off into the distance, and you can sort of tell that it's trying to not do this, but there's something wrong with its programming as of current. The system glitch must have done something. And just beyond the horizon, along with Liam scanning and such, you guys can see just beyond one of those translucent clouds, you see a Lazarus sniper. He notices you noticing him, like, oh shit.
And my bot lock on.
It begins to move.
Ooh.
Indeed. All right, the Spear Boy is out of combat. We'll just have one of y'all go next. Nara, you want to go next? Up to you. What are you doing?
She oohed, so she's definitely going next.
That was me.
Oh.
Have I ever oohed?
I don't know.
Look at me. Do I look like the kind of girl to go ooh?
The fact that you fumbled it so badly right there, it's instantly a no.
Your mic wouldn't even accept that sound. It, like, turned a complete mess.
It's like you're totally not doing an ooh noise right now.
It was like scrambled. The
Yeah.
mic was like, don't even try it.
It's like, please, you're gonna embarrass yourself. Just don't. I got you. Don't worry. Technology once again backing Nara. Good job.
I'm still grabbed, right?
You are still grabbed by the shield boy. He's not letting go.
Yeah, I'm gonna
He's
try.
hugging the crap out of you.
Maybe I'll give myself a boost. Yeah,
you
I'll
do-
try giving myself a boost.
If you do it with hacking, you can give multiple people boosts. So yeah, go for it. You can spread that boost love.
That would just be regular hack, though, right?
If you're giving yourself a boost, that's hacking the Mindscape. Because you're doing it in your mech and you're using hack to do it.
All right.
All right, excellent. Like I said before, challenge levels 2. So if you boost yourself, you'll get 2 free invokes, or you can do 1 free invoke on someone and someone else. Your choice. So
But
2
for myself,
2 for you, or 1 for you and 1 for somebody else. Your choice.
1 for me and 1 for who does Gigi? How many boosts do you have, Gigi?
Each of you have 1.
All
One-
of us have 1.
A 1 system boost, correct.
Who looks like they're gonna get attacked next?
Ryder's literally going to be shot.
I'll give it to Ryder.
Alrighty. And with that is indeed Shield Boy's turn. He's going to try to reach out one of his arms to grab you, Ryder. Please roll to dodge.
Why is he so huggy?
Huggy wuggies. You better run.
Rip. Alright, get over here. Hug me.
You're grumpled. One of you's grappled, one of you's grumpled. With one arm, he has it, like, wrapped around Nara.
I didn't know I signed up for a hug fest. Like, what is this?
One arm is wrapped around Nara as it brings you close, and then the other wraps around Ryder, and he brings you in for a wonderful,
Oh, this is so sweet.
a wonderful embrace. Georgiana, it's now your turn.
Wait, how'd you grab both of us?
He can grab 2 people. All he does is grab. That's his job. He better be good at it.
You said his defense is really high, right?
Incredibly high.
Yeah.
His physical defense when you attack him is incredibly high.
I'm gonna boom.
Okay, what's that mean? Okay, moving.
Acid splash.
All right, he's only 1 area away, so No downside to this one.
GG says boost, and I'll just magic.
Alrighty. We'll take a boost and a boost, which brings you up to 4 on top of that. It's 7, so it's 5 shifts of damage. That's a big nasty ow if I've ever seen one.
Is it enough to kill him?
He's not been hit yet, so no.
I will also use a fate point.
You were the first person to do any damage to him.
Gigi just jumping the gun. She's like, is he dead? Is he dead? I want to kill him.
He's a sniper. He's a be squishier.
He is squishier. He only defended with a +3.
I want to fail him in one sweep.
Using another fate point? Okay, so that's 9 total damage. Okay, that changes my tune a little bit. Oh man, that's not great.
This was a really angry splash.
Yeah, it was. Okay, hold up. See, I really dislike it when these are like you know what? I'll just do this. No.
What the fuck?
I block that. Can I block that? Does that work?
No.
Damn, it's too strong. All right, that's fair. All right, this is unique to you, dear. This is a GG ow only for you when you choose to attack him, because you nailed one of his consequences, and
eyes on heaven.
A couple of his stress boxes, so that freaking hurt quite a bit. And he's indeed rocked, and in this rocked state, he's going to try to shoot Mr. Ryder.
No.
Please roll to defend.
No, he's rocked.
He is. Also going to use a lot of boosts in a second. Nice roll! 7.
Yeah,
perfect.
He's rocked. He can't shoot me.
All right, he's going to be using insights as per usual, and you're grumpled, so grumpled. So a 10, or against your 7. You rolled a 7 though. 7's really good. So it's only 3 shifts of damage.
I'll use my boost.
Okay, so that's 1 shift of damage. That should be your 2 slot. Oop. All right, excellent. So that's a 9 against a 10. Okay, we are throwing big numbers at each other. Alrighty, and flipping back to the top of the order, we're going to pause here as you guys sort of look around to see what's going on. Mr. Sniper Lad is not really a fan of you getting closer to him, so he's going to attempt to move further away, which only pulls you further away, so hopefully, maybe this is fine. Who knows? But you indeed see more folk floating about, and things are starting to get kind of hectic. Some folk are now noticing that you guys are indeed under attack and are attacking. You don't know if anyone's going to attempt to help, or if initially they're trying to stay the hell away from where you guys are now. You guys are in full-on open combat. Initially, they were just completely enamored with whatever's going on off in the distance. There's some nonsense going on back here, too. So we'll see how everybody responds and what's going on closer to the center of this light next week.